Welcome to this video. In this video we're going to look at how you can connect the Moza AB6 base unit to the desk mount. This is a desk mount. As you can see, I connected both parts already to each other, but now we're going to connect it to that base unit. These are the holes which you need to use, the ones I'm pointing out to. Make sure that you're using the correct ones, and the reason why this is important is because there is that power plug. That power plug is kind of sensitive and you need to watch that you're not breaking it. On the bottom you can see multiple screw holes and you need to use one large one and one small one. If you try to use both the large ones, it simply doesn't fit because the power plug is, I would say, in its place. So the easy way is to kind of put it on your desk and then try to put the screws in. The large one needs to go to the, say, large screw holes, of course, and then you've got two smaller ones, which are going into the smaller screw holes, and it's really easy to fit it into it. You need to use those, say, tools which you get with a joystick, and then simply a matter of, say, making sure that you, say, find the hole, screw it in. Very easy, and then use the tool to kind of enforce it to make sure that it's correct. I would recommend you to first do one big one and one small one so that you can move around with it, because if you don't do that you might, I would say, encounter some issues. I also recorded this video a few times because I had some issues with it, but this is how you can do it easily. And then once connected, you can simply use the tools to connect it, would say, more strongly to the base unit of the AB6. The same thing you need to do, of course, on the bottom, but I will skip this in this video because I do think that, I would say, this makes sense for you. Once you connected the bezel and the desk mount, you of course need to connect the cable. There's a hole which you can, say, use to connect the cable, because that's the easiest way. It's a little bit, would say, of, I'd say, trying out. You need to turn it around, of course, make sure that it's correctly fitted, and then once you can plug it in and you're good to go. And then, of course, the most important part is connecting it to the desk. I already mounted one of the screws because you can see the screws are pretty long. Make sure that you fit it well, and then you're good to go and you can start enjoying your Moza connected to your desk. Now, if for some reason you decide to move it upwards, you can still do that, but then you need to kind of deassemble it a bit and then you can move the joystick a little bit up. But that's, of course, your personal preference.